But a warning before you start scouring the internet for that new used vehicle. Criminals could be taking you for a ride with a counterfeit car. So 3 on your side, Susan Campbell tells us all about this. Say it ain't so.
It is. And Scott, this is all about the VIN. Criminals can manipulate that number and you could end up with a car with a questionable history, but there are easy ways to spot a fake.
We definitely have a mismatched VIN.
With a quick scan, you can learn a lot about a car.
When you're buying a car, you're also buying its ID.
That's the vehicle identification number, the VIN. And if it's mismatched, you may have a problem.
It's not worth less, it's worth less. I mean, if things don't match up, it doesn't have the value of if everything's consistent.
In this case, the car owner found out about the VIN mismatch at an emissions check.
The computer in the vehicle doesn't match the vehicle. But the vehicle doesn't show any signs of it being stolen or anything. Most likely what happened is somebody replaced the computer in the car and didn't reprogram that computer.
While there may be legitimate reasons for some VIN issues, criminals also create cloned or counterfeit VINs to get rid of stolen vehicles.
If you counterfeit the VIN and you apply it to, say, a stolen vehicle, now it looks like a legitimate true vehicle. So you can counterfeit VIN and then you could potentially resell the vehicle.
Rusty Russell is the Director of Operations for the National Insurance Crime Bureau.
It's hard to give you statistics on, well, what percentage of vehicles are cloned or counterfeited, because we only know the ones that we recover.
So if you're shopping for a used car,
here's the VIN that's on the dash.
There are some telltale signs to help you spot a VIN that's been manipulated.
VIN in the windshield and the VIN on the door, those are in places that generally don't get cleaned. There's no easy way to clean them. So if you notice that the area around it is dirty, but that's a nice, clean, new plate, that should make you start to suspect something's weird.
You should also get a vehicle history report.
Do you see when the car was manufactured, where it was first titled and registered, or did the vehicle just suddenly appear out of nowhere?
So if you have your eye on a car that's 8 years old, make sure it has 8 years worth of history and maintenance. If it doesn't, you may be looking at a counterfeit car. Something else to watch out for: incorrect spellings on paperwork, including the title. That would be a red flag that you would need to investigate before you make a deal, Scott.
And then the seller's gone and you are stuck with it, right?
Yep, and like you said, it's not completely worthless, but it is worth much less, because then you can't prove where it's been or what kind of maintenance it's had.
That problem just became your problem. Susan, thank you. Still ahead, shocking allegations against one of